What's going on, guys? ChaseWins.com. January the 4th, 2021. Actually going to be the first official video. I said 2021. God, I've been doing that for the last 3 days. It's 2022, and this is actually going to be officially the first video of 2022. We did one on New Year's Eve. That one, did that one, and then of course I pretty much told you that it was doubtful there would be one on New Year's Day, and I mean last week was just insanely busy. I told you guys on Tuesday and on Wednesday stuff I had coming up that was tying up, on top of, going over games and doing plays and dealing with clients, so on and so forth. There was a day of travel mixed in there. My staff was still off for the whole week. They didn't come back until yesterday. So it was that, and then, a very busy Wednesday, going to be clearing the air on a couple of issues that I've kept my mouth shut on for long enough. We'll say that. I'm not going to bore you with it today, but let's just say finally got that little issue tied up and taken care of and won. And so that's done, but it was an insane week yesterday. Same week last week. Yesterday was kicking off the first official week of 2022. I am excited. So while I did not think there was going to be a video today, I figured, what the hell? Plays are done. Just sent the plays off. I can't believe how freaking dark it is already. It's already almost 6 o'clock. Plays are sent them off to Sarah. She's getting them all posted up and everything. So if you haven't received an email, you will in the next 10 minutes probably. Big card for tonight. 6 plays across 2 different sports. So 6 plays each. We've got 6 plays in college basketball, 3 underdog plays. I'm actually going to touch on another underdog play here on this video. So 3 underdogs, 3 favorites. And then we've got NHL, which is just flat out on fire. Another six pick card. There's a top play in there in the NHL. We've got sides, we've got totals, we've got everything in the NHL. So it's going to be a big day. Couple of promos that I wanted to tell you about as promised. And I didn't think I was going to do it until yesterday or until tomorrow. But late yesterday, I decided, we'll do it for Tuesday as we're releasing something else. So as I told you right after Christmas. So early last week, I told you that since we didn't get to specifically do one during the holiday promos that we ran, that I wanted to do one to kick off the new year, and that was a season-long pass. And what better thing to do it in than NHL? Number one, we haven't talked enough about NHL, just this season in general. NHL outside, everybody who, even people that don't know me that well, still know my reputation in baseball. A lot of people know me because of baseball, or that's how they find me, and that's how they become a client, because of my track record and reputation as the best in baseball that there is. And that's for good reason, because I most certainly am, and by a large margin. But that's not it. People that get with me and do, whether it be a baseball season pass or they just start buying by the week or the month, whatever, they always end up taking it beyond baseball, and they end up getting into college basketball, NBA, college football, NFL, NHL, so on and so forth. And after someone's been with me for an entire year, gotten a taste of every single sport that I cover, usually NHL ends up becoming, a lot of years, probably my number 2 sport as far as how sought after it is by clients. Again, I would say that college basketball takes a close second to MLB as far as the amount of clients I have per sport and what they look forward to the most. But NHL over the past couple of seasons has kind of taken that number 2 spot, and college basketball is a very close third. NHL is not only so profitable when you know what you're doing and how to cover these teams and follow these teams and put out predictions, but it is one of the most consistent money makers that you will find, not just at ChaseWins.com, but if you go to ChaseWins.com and get on NHL, I dare you to go find something as profitable, I don't care what sport it is or who it's with. Go to another service, pick whatever sport you want, and I dare you to find something that's half as profitable. NHL is one of those sports that if you're sitting on the sidelines because you're not a fan, or you're not really interested in the sport, or you maybe don't understand the sport, maybe you don't like it, who cares? Profit's profit. So you're missing out. NHL went on about a 10-day, almost 2-week hiatus where 90 to 100% of the games were being either, canceled or postponed. Most of them are postponed, and they will be made up. So that's going to make for a very, very interesting early spring in hockey. But that went on. All these teams were, postponing games or rescheduling them, whatever, because of COVID cases, all this nonsense. But now that's back. So last Monday, 8 days ago, or 9 days ago now, the NHL came back. Now, they've still had a handful of games get postponed over the last week, but by and large, the NHL is back in full swing. So last Monday was the first day that I released any NHL picks in it was about 10 days, about a week and a half. That was day one. So out of the last 8 days of action, I have released NHL picks in 7 of those days. So there's only one day where there was no NHL being played. That was on, what was it, Sunday? Or no, I guess it was yesterday. It was the first day. So one day where there were no picks, 7 days where there were, 13 picks released in total over the course of 7 days, and that was 11 premium plays, 2 top plays. The top plays went 2-0, sweeping the board there, and the premiums, easy, went 8-3. So 10-3 overall across the board, 2-0 in top plays. So for the first week back of NHL action after a week and a half break, it could not be going better. Well over 9 units of pure profit picked up for my NHL clients and the All Access clients who get NHL over the course of the last week. Couldn't ask for any better. So what we're going to do is for the season pass that we're going to put on sale, you can get the NHL season on sale today and tomorrow. Those are the only days you're going to be able to get it. Now, the thing about this pass is it's usually $1,500 is what it would normally cost you to get on an NHL season pass, giving you all premium and daily top plays for the entire season, all the way through the playoffs, as well as the Stanley Cup, finals, that 7 games, best of 7 series. Usually $1,500, and honestly, that's too cheap. You can get it for $399, but that's not it. That is a great deal, but if you want just a little bit extra, you can do so. But before you buy it, that price is already set. So if you want to go get that, go to chasewins.com, hit the purchase tab, look for my NHL season. The price is already set at $399, and have a ball. You'll get winners on day one. But if you want a little more, you want to sweeten the pot just a little bit, reach out to me on Twitter, description, and the link is in the description below, and tell me what other season you would like with that, be it college basketball, NBA, whatever you want. And let's just say you want college basketball as well. That's a $2,000 season pass. And right now, because we are past Christmas, it is cheaper, but it's still going to cost you $1,500 if you bought it by itself. I will not only give you that at the same price, I'll give you an additional $100, or instead of $499, which what I would discount it to, bringing that down from $1,500 to that. I'll do both of them for $799. But you have to let me know, because I'm going to create you a coupon code. Same goes for NBA. If you would rather get NBA, which is flat out on fire as always, instead of college basketball, that's fine. $7.99, you get the full NHL and NBA season. But I'll create you a coupon code. Now let's say you wanted to get all 3 of them. My college basketball, NBA, and NHL full season passes. Everything. Every premium and daily top play from now until a champion is crowned in all 3 of those sports. Right now, if you went and individually bought each one of them, you would pay $2,500 just for the basketball. And of course, you would get the NHL again for $400 because it's on sale right now. But I mean, you're still going to be paying upwards of $3,000 until tomorrow If you reach out to me, I'll create you a coupon code to get you all 3 of them for $9.99. Can't beat that. Now, you want something short-term because you've never used me before, used the site, don't know what it's about. Usually 3-day passes are $99. Since right before Thanksgiving, we cut it in half and we were doing $50 for 3 days. That we were going to carry through the end of the week before we took those back to normal price. That is still going to happen. But I figured as one last hurrah, instead of only getting 50% of a discount, how about $40? Another $10 off. So $40 gets you 3 days of all premium and daily top plays in all sports. $40. No coupon code needed. Go to the site. You'll see it there. 3-day pass, $40. While you're there, anybody who is not an all-access member, obviously I've said it 1,000 times, national championships every year, same with the Super Bowl, we create a package for it. Because not only do I give you a pick, on the side, and many times also the total, but I do player props, team props. I make a spectacle of this big game every year. And since going public years back, I have never given out a losing play in the national championship game. My top play for the game has never lost. And I think I've only lost 2 props out of the 20-something that I've released in the past 3 or 4 seasons. Super Bowl, same way. Never lost a Super Bowl prediction. And this year is going to be no different. This year for the national championship game, there's going to be a play on the side, there's going to be a play on the total, and there's going to be a slew of team/player props, all at least a premium rated level. So you're going to have premium plays. You're going to have at least one daily top play, and you are going to have a play, whether it be on the side or the total. I'm not going to tell you yet because I'm still studying, but one of those 2 picks is going to be rated at least as a game of the week or game of the month. So instead of just rating it a game of the week and listing it as that, and then everything else goes separately, we just decided we would do a mega pass. My college football national championship mega pass, $99. You're going to get your game of the week / month play, your premium plays, your top plays, your props, everything, at least 10 plays for this one game that goes next Monday night, January the 10th at 8 p.m., $99, and this package has to be profitable or it comes with a 7-day pure profit guarantee. Turn profit, or you get 7 days of all plays and all sports absolutely free, no questions asked. That one right there is available on the site for purchase. When you click on it, you'll see your countdown to game, and I've got it listed as to when the plays will be released. Plays are going to start being released on Thursday at 5 p.m. and then going all the way until there'll be multiple different releases based on the rating of the games. They go all the way until 5 p.m. on Sunday. So 27 hours before game time is when the final prediction will be listed out for those who purchase it, or if you're an all-access member. And then you'll be able to have everything locked in, ready to go, and have the biggest national championship night that you've ever had when it comes to investing and making money. You don't want to miss out. So make sure you do that. Those are the deals for the day. Let's get you on some free plays because, again, I don't know how long it'll take YouTube to load this thing, so I want to make sure I give you a couple. 8 p.m., North Alabama. They're on the road tonight. College basketball. They're catching 7.5 in some spots. Listen, I don't care what you get the game at. Is the line correct? Depending on which way you look at it, you could say yes, you could say no. If you're looking at it from a standpoint of what they've done throughout the season, but kind of focusing on what's taken place over the last 3 games for either team, then yes, anywhere between 6 and 8.5 points could be justified. But in saying that, if you actually look at it and break down the season of what they've done in games that actually mean something in this spot, then I would say that at best, North Alabama should be about a 3.5 point dog. You're getting 7 to 7.5. They've got a defense that could keep themselves in this game. Again, they're a slower paced team. That's why they were probably being overlooked as much as they are. They should not win this game. But truth be told, if they come to play and they speed it up a little bit and their defense plays lights out, then this is a game that not only can they cover a damn near 8-point spread, they could make this game go down to the final minute and be decided by a bucket, 2 at most. So you want to throw some fun money on something? Take a half unit, take the 7 or 7.5 points, whatever you're getting, toss them in your back pocket. But whatever you wager on this game, whether it be $50, $100, or for most of our clients who are betting a half unit, that would be $500. Whatever you take, then I want you to cut that in half, and I want you to take North Alabama on the money line, just because they are good enough to win this game. Again, I doubt they will. They shouldn't. But they are more than capable of doing it. And at plus 260 right now on the money line, yeah, I'll take those odds all day long for a quarter to a half unit. All day long. No question asked. Then, all right, so that's number one. Play that how you will as your leans for the day. Second, Providence. They're on the road again tonight. Right now, they're catching about 1.5 most spots. I have seen a couple of 2s out there. One of them was William Hill, so we played that. Since that time, I've seen a lot of things that were sitting at 2 shift back to 1.5, and they're starting to get some momentum coming in on Providence. Obviously, a lot of those are our clients because of releasing that play, but just in the event that we take those out of there, there's still momentum coming on the side of Providence, and it's finally people are realizing that, wait a minute, this line's backwards. They should be, Providence in most spots should be giving 4 to 5 points in this. You take out, you take away some because they are the road team. They should still be, at worst case, laying a bucket. But they're catching a bucket. So whatever you're getting it at, whether it be 1.5 or 2 points, I like Providence in this spot. I think the wrong team is favored. And unless Providence just doesn't come to play, I think they can win this game outright on the road and do it, do it going away. Like, do it showing that they were the dominant team when it came to this matchup in this spot on this night with everything that has kind of transpired up until now. So I like that. And then later game, NHL, we're taking a team that typically doesn't overly impress me when it comes to scoring, but I'd say right now Nashville is a force to be reckoned with when it comes to putting pucks in the back of the net. And I'll tell you this, you want to blindly go for something? I've been following every NHL team since before the season started, like I do every year. And right now, the most overlooked team when it comes to offensive production in terms of gathering team points that will go towards your record and give you your ranking, as well as true goals, which is points for the game. Nashville's the most overlooked team, and right now they're probably the biggest threat as a road team scoring goals. Vegas is still the fastest team in all of hockey, second to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is a little bit faster. They're becoming sloppy, but again, they'll work those kinks out. While Vegas is not as efficient and dominant in a lot of offensive areas like Tampa Bay is, and like some of your more dominant teams over the past 5 seasons who have been big offensive powerhouses like the Capitals, the Islanders, obviously the Lightning, so on and so forth, I really, truly do believe that Vegas is still, when it just comes to pure speed, moving up and down the ice, moving the puck in and out of transition, getting your wing players as well as your defensemen involved when you need to. That way the offense can kind of help out that goalie when they need to and play a defensive role. I think they're the fastest team in hockey, which also gives them a lot of times an offensive advantage, especially when playing on their own ice. This is a game where the line should be 6.5. I understand why it's not, but 5.5 it should not be. I've looked at every single book that's accredited, and you can get this line at 5.5 at either minus $1.25 or $1.35 in a couple of spots, and even a couple of books like Bovada, who would list the primary total as 6. The alternate line you can get at 5.5, and you're still only paying $1.35, which doesn't make any sense to me. So it doesn't matter if you're betting with an accredited book, you either are going to get 5.5 as your total, or you can get it for 5.5 for a mere 20 cents above that standard $1.10. I'm going over 5.5. This is a game that I think they're not taking into consideration what the teams have done over the past week, travel, play, who they've played, how they've performed, And so you're going to have the speed factor, which I think is going to play a huge part early. And I think that defensively, the goaltenders are both going to kind of start shedding layers and falling apart late, which I think whatever they do early will also happen again late goal-wise as they start to cave in on themselves. This is a game where I see 7 goals being put up over the course of 3 periods unless one team just decides to not take shots on goal. Neither goalie in this spot can stop the other team for 3 periods, even 2 of the 3 periods. They can't do it, which is going to allow more than enough opportunities for each team to bag a goal a period. That in and of itself will make the total go over 5.5 and cash the ticket. Again, the only way this doesn't happen is if one of the teams or both just decided to not shoot shots on goal tonight and just burn clock, run up and down the ice, and hope to God that they score one, at random, and that ends the game. I'm going over 5.5. We'll make that your official free play for tonight. That's the Nashville Predators, the Las Vegas Golden Knights, over 5.5 goals at minus $1.25 or 35, whichever you're getting it at. That's your official free play. Your backups, Providence in college basketball at 9 p.m., +2 or +1.5, whatever you're getting it at. And then your leans on North Alabama +7, as well as sprinkling just a hair bit of fun money at +265 and North Alabama to win outright on the money line. Love you guys. See you back for Wednesday. More big announcements coming. Go get on one of those specials. Join me in the winner's circle, and let's start making you money today and make this the best 2022. The best year you've ever had. 2022, make 2022 the best financial year you've ever had, and do it all from a secondary source of income. I do all the work, you reap the benefits. Love you guys.